Here's a weird thing to highlight and explore today. I try to appear confident so that I don't have to actually be confident. If you're new, this is my video journal. It's not intended to be advice or guidance. I'm just expressing what I'm thinking and feeling in the present moment. So I've had this realization because I'm working on my confidence at the moment. And to give you some specific examples of where I was lacking, like I have been unable to take a selfie for my entire life. Like I just don't do it, and if I do, I feel very self-conscious, and I like anybody else can have a camera in their hands and take a photo of me and it's fine. Like there's plenty of photos of me, but as soon as I'm taking a photo of myself, this self-consciousness used to kick in. Or generally, that's a concrete example, but generally, I've noticed that I've just tried to appear confident, or I don't even know if I was trying to do it or if it just naturally happens, and because people perceive me a certain way, I just don't correct them. Like, not that their perception of me is wrong. Like, if you perceive me as confident, that's good, and if you perceive me as somebody who knows what they're doing, I do know what I'm doing, but it doesn't always feel like that on the inside. You guys are gonna have to let me know if these Corellas are too loud for the journals, because this is their space and they're very vocal about that. Especially at this time of the day, but I don't have time to choose the times of the day that I do my journals. I have chosen this spot as a place to come and do it, and turning it into, a bit of a routine just to keep myself doing it, because I was looking through the journals and there's so many gaps. Like, I've been missing so much of the story, and that's probably linked to this confidence thing that I'm talking about as well. Like, actually the entire time since I did a journal in the first place to now, I've had resistance to documenting what I'm thinking and feeling in the present moment, because it's uncomfortable, and I think the discomfort mainly comes from the fact that I am not particularly proud of where I am, or like where I'm at, what I'm doing, what I'm achieving. And I've always just been thinking that I should be doing so much more. I should be doing better. I should be managing my emotions more. I should have a better relationship. I should have a better job. I should have better money in the bank. Like, it's this thing that's just been a real weight, and I haven't really known how to deal with it. I've just been trying to push through it. But it's changing now. There's awareness, the light of awareness shining on it, so it's going to shift. It's shifting right now as you're watching this, and there's been evidence of that. Like, I recorded a journal totally in public the other day and it was fine, which is incredible. And I've had moments like this where I've felt really confident, and I've captured a moment where I've just been in my element and nothing's really distracted me enough to pull me out of that confidence, but it wasn't a true confidence. It was like a facade, and that adds to the resistance and avoiding the journal, because I feel like I'm not really the person that everybody sees, or that not even that I know how other people see me. I'm not the person that I wish that everybody saw, and that happens. It's the same kind of thing when you go to take a selfie. It's like there's all of these great pictures of me that have been taken. This is so ego, this is so egoic, but it's just what I'm thinking and feeling in the present moment. And what's actually happening presently in my life is I'm becoming confident, genuinely confident, where I'm having moments where I'm like, I am fucking rocking it right now, and I'm feeling good about myself. And because it's weird to me, and because so many people think that I'm confident, that's what's made me want to highlight it. Because like most people think I've got it all figured out, and people have even reacted to me really strongly and really negatively and said things like, oh, you think you've got it all figured out, you're Mr. Confident, and like things like that, like distant past. And I just remember those moments, and I'm thinking, I have no idea what I'm doing. Like I don't feel how you're perceiving me. But yeah, it's weird. It's changing. It's shifting. I am becoming confident, and it's genuine is the key that I want to express. Like it's not something that's like I've just managed to do this video right now, and I got through it, and it was all like, it feels fake, like it was a facade that I was able to help hold up just long enough to convince people that I've got my shit together. And I think the way that I've built up this genuine confidence is by allowing myself to not know what I'm doing, and to go through all of the growth that I've needed to go through. You can see him in the background there, eh? Corellas. I'm pretty sure they're called Corellas. Very vocal. Yes. Maybe I will need to find a new space to do this, but this is perfect. I've never had a space where I've felt totally at ease, so close to my home, where I can just walk to, and I could, like, I don't feel the need to be quiet or anything. I just feel really comfortable, and that could be a little bit because of this new discovery inside of me. They are distracting me, so they're probably a bit much, which sucks because this is the confidence journal. Something that's the next step that I want to let go of, is worrying about. I can't let go of it. I can let go of it with my ego, but I can't let go of it as a content creator. Like, I just don't want the content to be unwatchable or unlistenable because the audio is terrible, or because there's too much noise going on. But as I'm expressing my fear, I'm also hearing silence, and it has passed. It's not like that is the only sound that you're hearing the entire time. So maybe this will be okay. Maybe their voices should be heard. And I've noticed that this S20 microphone in this phone is really good at picking up my voice over the surrounding sounds. So what's happening inside of me now is I've expressed that I'm feeling more confident, and then it's almost like I'm being tested in the moment, because now it feels like a facade. I'm like, I don't feel like I can just document what I'm thinking and feeling now. Like, I want to stop. I want to do the facade thing and be like, look, I got this far, I expressed something, it sounded good, let's leave it at that. But I don't want to do that. I want to get more real. Part of that is I'm going to start recording more frequently again. I'm going to record as frequently as possible, and I've actually put make a video journal in my calendar for like in any gaps that are available. I've scheduled in make a video journal, and I've started scheduling in everything that I want to do for myself as if it is an appointment or a client. And I think there's heaps of influencer type psychologists and stuff on YouTube and that recommend that, but I've just never really done it until now, and I'm immediately noticing the difference. Like, I'm accountable to my calendar, so if I make an appointment with myself, I'm not going to miss it. Like, I'm not going to miss an appointment with anybody else. So that's pretty incredible. A little bit all over the place with this journal, but what I want to try to bring back my original intent, which is I wanted to highlight the fact that I have been avoiding or masking the fact that I don't feel confident and just allowing people to believe that I'm confident. And what's the payoff for that? It seems like a really great thing if everybody thinks that you can do anything, but if I actually don't feel like that inside, what's the point? So I want to challenge myself. I want to... Actually, I know what the issue is here. Here it is. I see it so clearly all of a sudden. Can I articulate it? Okay, because people see me as confident and I like to be perceived as confident, I limit myself a lot because I'll stay inside of my comfort zone while allowing people to believe that I'm outside my comfort zone and I'm challenging myself and I'm doing the hard things when really, like, I can handle what's happening. Maybe it's stressing me out a little bit, but what I really am craving is to take another step even deeper into this journey of confidence. Like, that's what I'm calling it in the present moment, like becoming more confident. But really, I guess what's behind it is I want to challenge myself and I want to get uncomfortable, or like, I don't want to feel uncomfortable. I don't want to invite that, but I want to try things, because that's how you build confidence. Like, if I am uncomfortable doing something new, or if like I'm uncomfortable taking a selfie, that's such a simple example. I've just got to take heaps of selfies and feel really uncomfortable and go, man, my face looks dumb, or like whatever thoughts come up, and eventually it'll be the same as any other photograph. Like, what is that? That is absurd that a selfie makes you self-conscious, but like somebody else can take a photo of you and you feel great. Like, it's just goes to show how much our internal created reality sort of projects itself over like whatever's happening in the moment. Like, and it's such a vain, like, I just feel like so cringy for like, that's my example. Like, I want to be able to take a selfie and feel good about myself. And it's like, what, like, I can just feel like, how is this even an issue? But I can see that I'm not challenging myself because I like the way that it looks when I'm not challenging myself. And that's huge. And I'm just imagining how much more incredible life could get if I challenged myself heaps more and built up my confidence for real instead of this facade of confidence. Although I really want, like, what was just in my mind is like, I want to hold on to that facade because it's so good. It's so, it means like I don't need to be vulnerable if people just think that I've got it all covered. But like, okay, so I'm not just talking shit, because I feel like I'm being a bit hard on myself in this video too. I'm pushing through some stuff, honestly. But one thing that I'm definitely doing is I'm starting Toastmasters, which is like a public speaking thing. They're all over the world, like parkrun for public speakers. And you get up, you do a speech, and there's professional speakers there that will like grade you on all the filler words that you used and how engaging you were, your eye contact, all of these things. And I'm not just going to go to the small one down the road. I'm going to go to the Gold Coast Toastmasters Club. So if you want to, now that you know, you'll see me there. It's the second and fourth Tuesday of every month. I dare you to come there. And then you can hold me accountable if you don't see me there too. And I can only make excuses for so long. If you go to 3 of them in a row and you don't see me, then you know that I've actually haven't done this, and you can be my accountability buddy. That'd be funny. That's one thing that I'm definitely going to do. Another thing that I was toying with, but I'm kind of over it already before I've even stepped into it, and maybe that's me chickening out, was I was going to do some like speed dating sort of stuff, which sounds silly, but that's my own judgment on myself, and I'm going to acknowledge that I just judged myself. And I just thought it'd be really interesting to have like that opportunity for, you know, interacting with a bunch of strangers really fast, because something that I've wanted to work on forever is interacting with strangers, and I've been slowly chipping away at that when an opportunity presents itself. But it would be so much faster if I deliberately and intentionally sought out the experience that scares me. So 2 things. Like I say, I want to work on my public speaking, and I'm sitting here with a camera talking to myself. It's not as real. So let's go to Toastmasters. I say that I want to talk to strangers and meet new people and get used to just engaging with absolutely anybody. Like maybe I'll talk to one interesting person a month by chance. Like why not just go talk to 10 strangers in one night and build on those relationships too. So this confidence thing, I'm like kind of becoming aware of it and taking action at the same time. And you know, like this is a video journal. I'm trying to articulate it as it's coming into my awareness. Confidence might not even be the word. I think what I really discovered about myself is I just want to challenge myself more, and I've been staying inside my comfort zone and allowing it to look like I'm outside my comfort zone because it feels really good to look good, and I'm just done with that, like trying to make things look good. I want it to be good. I want to actually grow, and I don't want to coast along at a place that's comfortable when I know what's possible, how much growth is available. So yeah, it's almost like a declaration as well, which is probably why there was resistance, and I wanted to stop because I'm like kind of publicly declaring like I'm gonna leave my comfort zone way more and challenge myself, and also admitting that like I'm not as confident as anybody thinks that I am, even though I don't even know what anybody's thinking, apart from those few people that have made it known. I don't know. If you got anything out of this video at all, and you know somebody else who may benefit, pass it on. Subscribe if you haven't already, leave your comments down below, and I'll see you again very shortly. Definitely gonna keep these consistent.